All right, we are going to do Chapter 2, The Cop and Dr. Smiley. When we came in from recess, Mrs. was clapping her hands together again. Boys and girls, please take your seats quickly. I've got a wonderful surprise for you. Then I got very excited in my stomach because surprises are my most favorite things in the whole world. Is it jelly donuts? I shouted. Mrs. put her fingers to her lips. That means what? Be quiet. Yeah, only guess what? Jelly donuts are my most favorite kind of donuts. Except I also like the creamy kind and the chocolate kind and the kind with the rainbow sprinkles on top. After that, my mouth got very watering and some drool fell on the table. I wiped it up with my sweater. Just then, there was a knock on the door. Mrs. hurried to open it up. Hey, it's a cop, I hollered, very excited. The cop came into room 9. He had on a blue shirt with a shiny badge and shiny black boots and a shiny white motorcycle helmet. Mrs. smiled. Boys and girls, I'd like you to meet my friend, Officer Mike. Officer Mike is a policeman. Who can tell me what policemen do? I can, I hollered out. They arrest people. Because one time cops arrested a guy on my street, and so that means they made him take a nap, I think. Just then, that Jim I hate laughed very hard. They didn't arrest him, he hollered. They arrested him. That means they took him to jail, and so your neighbor's a dirty, rotten jailbird. Then the other kids laughed too, and so I hided my head. Yeah, only I hardly even know the guy, I said to myself. After that, Officer Mike took off his shiny white helmet, and he told us some other stuff that cops do, like give our dads speeding tickets and arrest drunk guys, and he also let us play with his handcuffs and his shiny white helmet, except for the helmet was very too big for my head and it covered my whole entire eyes. Hey, who turned out the lights?
Oh my gosh. Who turned out the light?
Whoops. Oops, because that was just a funny joke, of course. Then another knock came at the door. This time it was a lady in a long white jacket, and she was carrying a giant red toothbrush. Boys and girls, this is Dr. Smiley, said Mrs. Dr. Smiley is a children's dentist. Dr. Smiley hung up some posters of teeth. Then she talked about Mr. Tooth Decay, and she said to brush our teeth at night and also in the morning. Yeah, because if you don't brush your teeth in the morning, your breath smells like stink, I said. After that, I showed Dr. Smiley my wiggling tooth. Losing baby teeth is exciting, isn't it? She asked. Yes, I said, except for I don't like the part where you cry and spit blood. Dr. Smiley made a sick face. Then she passed out minty green dental floss, and the kids in room 9 were practicing flossing. Flossing is when you pull the strings through your mouth. Only pretty soon an accident happened. That's because a boy named William winded his floss too tight, and his teeth and head got all tangled in a knot ball, and Dr. Smiley couldn't undo him. Then Mrs. had to call janitor Speedy quick, and so he ran to room 9, and he shined his flashlight in William's mouth. And then Dr. Smiley got the dangerous floss right out of there. Phew. Room 9 clapped and clapped, and Dr. Smiley did a bow. Show me your bow. Then Mrs. said that maybe some of us might like to dress up like dentists or police officers on job day. Yeah, only what if you don't like drunk guys or bloody teeth, I said. Mrs. rolled her eyes way up at the ceiling. I looked up there too, but I didn't see anything. Then she and Officer Mike and Dr. Smiley led Dr. Smiley out into the hall. That's when room 9 started buzzing very loud. Buzzing is what you do when your teacher leaves the room. I'm going to dress up like an actress on job day, said a girl named Emily. I'm going to dress up like a princess, said my bestest friend named Lucille. I did a giggle. I'm going to dress up like a bullfighter, I said. Then I ran speedy fast around the room. But I butted that mean Jim in the stomach with my head. And guess what? I didn't even get caught. That's what.
By the police. This is